Welcome to a very special edition of We Try Wednesday. Probably our last one from what is soon to be the old studios downtown. But we're going out with a bang because we have a very special guest in the studio. Tell everyone who you are and where you are from.
Hey Gary, thanks for having us, or me. It's Max from over at Ernest Chinese, your new downtown Chinese food spot.
Okay, now Max, you and I met many moons ago, of course, with the Crash Pad.
Hundreds of moons.
Yeah, the Crash Pad and the old Flying Squirrel.
It was indeed, and our new restaurant is in that Flying Squirrel space. We elected to shut down that concept and reopen as Chinese food, which is something we were always hankering for.
Now, that's interesting, too, because when I heard the news, my first thought, which is probably the first thought of a lot of people, is Chinese. What's your take on Chinese, and why did you go in this direction?
Sure. I mean, the why is it's just what my business partner and I have always wanted in food, and we wanted to do as a second concept, never quite got there, so it seemed to make sense in the space. And we are largely American Chinese food, so we got your General Tso's of the world, but now that we have that menu under us, we're going to start rolling out some more of the traditional Chinese dishes and get some people out there trying new things.
Now, what I want to know is a very simple question. Are you going to do dumplings?
That was a prerequisite.
Okay.
Dirty little secret, I've had dumplings for lunch every single day since we've been open.
Because that's kind of my go-to on Chinese restaurants is the dumplings.
We are with you, and we've been refining, but we have a pork dumpling and a veggie dumpling, and both of those are here for you to try today.
All right. Now, tell everybody exactly where you are and what your hours are.
Sure. We are at 55 Johnson Street, so we're a block off Main Street, behind Meat Loves. And we are open 7 nights a week for dinner. We're doing 5 to 10 on weeknights, and then Friday, Saturday, we're 5 to 11.
So you've got a whole bunch of Chinese American food. What are we talking about beverage-wise?
So we also revamped our kind of main cocktail program to be tiki drinks. There's a long and interesting intertwined history with tiki drinks and American Chinese food, and we thought it would fit well. That said, it's not all tiki drinks if that's not your thing. We've still got a full bar, wine, beer, liquor, all your classic cocktails.
Well, I'm obviously dressed appropriately for a tiki bar.
You are. I don't know why we're here and not down at the restaurant.
I don't know why we're here and not down at the tiki bar either. That's always a good question. And now it's time to eat. Okay, so, all right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all the food. Let's start over here. These are, hey, dumplings.
Veggie dumplings, pork dumplings. You can kind of tell by the different folds here.
Okay.
Put them a little prettier so you can see the folds.
Okay. And that is sesame chicken?
That is sesame chicken right there. Over here we got gong bao chicken, which gets into the Szechuan peppercorn, which is starting to dip our toes into some of those different flavors. It kind of has a mouth-numbing effect to it. Then we got our Mongolian beef, our crab rangoons, and our fried rice.
So I don't even know where to begin.
You said you were a dumpling man. Isn't this obvious? Let's get in on the dumplings.
Okay, so which is which?
Pork dumplings going on over here with our extra pleats, and then the veggie dumpling.
Okay.
And they both have different dipping sauces.
Okay, explain the dipping sauces.
That one's more of a traditional dumpling sauce you would expect.
Now let me try this here. See, the thing with dumplings, a lot of places the dumpling is too.
Wrappers too much?
It's like either too much or non-existent.
Yep. We are going to continue to refine. So we like that one there, but we actually have our eye on some thinner wrappers. We're going to keep the meat amount the same, and it'll let the dumpling speak for itself a little better here. So we'll roll those out shortly.
So I like a bit of a chew, but not overwhelming. I don't want to like I'm biting through a baseball glove. But this is good. You feel like you're getting something.
Can't have too much dough, but you got to have something there. And then over to the veggies, that's got a sweeter dipping sauce to it than you would normally find.
Let's see here. What's in here?
Sure. We've got a mix of veggies, some carrots, some cabbage, some sprouts, a couple others in there, and then that sweet dipping sauce is made a little sweeter with the hoisin in there.
Yeah, but it's also got some spice to it. It's got a bit of a kick. It's a good kick, but it's got a bit of a kick.
On top of the dumplings, it comes with our house-made chili crisps, so that's bringing part of it as well. And for all the kiddos out there, we can take that off pretty easily.
Look at all those sesame seeds. Look at all those sesame seeds. Anything special about this?
Just sesame chicken done well.
He's not lying.
Yeah, we nailed the fry on that velveted chicken there, and the sauces again are kind of a traditional sesame-based sauce, and you gotta have those seeds in there.
Now, I'm intrigued by, what did you call this again?
Sure, this is our gung bao chicken. Kind of the highlight of the discussion here is this gets into the Szechuan peppercorn. If you guys haven't experienced it, it is kind of a flavor, kind of an experience, little mouth numbing, tingling. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it is definitely unique. Comes from the Sichuan, so it's traditional Chinese food. And again, this is one of our kind of more dip your toes into traditional stuff kind of dishes.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being very hot, how would you rate this spice?
So we almost have to talk a different scale. It's
1 to 10?
So not a different number scale. I don't need higher limits. It's more of like a feeling, a mouth feel. It's almost like if you didn't know what was going on, you're like, oh, am I having like an allergic reaction kind of thing? Like mala is what they call it. It's just that mouthfeel that comes with it.
Not sure if I want to try this now.
Oh, try it. Get in there. It's not overwhelming.
I'm not going to eat one of the peppers directly, though.
That is its own game. That's not the Szechuan peppercorn. Those are just peppers that will be hot when you bite into them.
Okay. And then there's some of these.
Yeah, it's not meant to overwhelm with that. If you keep going to town on that dish, it'll gradually increase some. But again, we're not trying to totally blow you out, but it is a unique kind of flavor and experience.
Not trying that one. No. Oh, this is good. There's some subtlety of flavor in here. There's other things going on.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in there. Got to finish up. I got to figure out what I want to finish up with. Crab rangoon. Now, a lot of people have heard about crab rangoon, but I'm one of those people who's like, I know what's kind of in it, but I'm not sure.
And I'm one of those people who, growing up, I love Chinese food. I never ate crab rangoons because I thought they were all gross cream cheese wads.
Right.
Then Chef made these, and then I reluctantly tried a bite, and then I hogged the rest of the order. It was so delicious. So we put like real actual ingredients in there. There is crab. It's crab stick. We actually tried it with lump crab, and it just wasn't as good as that good crab stick there. So just the proper mix on the inside, fry it up right, and then that house-made dipping sauce that we've got there.
All right, well, we're gonna try this here. I'm beginning to understand why you took the whole tray.
We brought extras, don't worry.
See, they always ask me to share with the rest of the office staff when I do these. They can have everything else. I'm keeping the crap. This is really good.
We figured, and we hid some extras out there for them, so they're okay.
You're gonna have to keep talking. I'm just eating crab rangoon here.
Well, this is good. I don't know if we're gonna get to taste it, but the last up here is gonna be our Mongolian beef. So just shout out to the beef dishes. We've got an amazing beef and broccoli and Mongolian beef, if that's your thing as well.
All right.
Yeah, come on. How do you say no? We came all this way up the road.
That's right. All right, Mongolian beef. Oh.
See? Gotta end on the
Something is going on here.
Part of cooking on the wok, these things are giant, basically jet engines. They get super duper hot, hotter than like cooking on a gas stove at home. And if you do it right, the wok hay, the breath of the wok you're trying to get into this gives that kind of roast, charred, without burning flavor to it. And if you cook it up right, it really just brings out all the extra flavors on top of whatever sauce you're putting on.
It's a fast cook with a lot of movement.
Especially, I cooked at home on a wok before. I like doing that. It's pretty fast compared to other cooking as well, but you're talking 1,000+ degrees. This thing, like, your garlic burns in a few seconds if you're not paying attention, so you're moving fast, but it is just like cooking at home, just a lot faster. And you can get that char, that yummy flavor you just can't get without the super high heat.
All right, folks, it is We Try Wednesday. Max, tell everybody once again who you are, where you are, and how to find you online.
Sure, Ernest Chinese. We are on Southside, downtown, right behind Needloves. We're at 55 Johnson Street. You can find us on the website, ernestchinese.com. Our Instagram and Facebook is at Ernest Chinese Chat with 2 T's. So check us out. Come on down, 7 nights a week.
And try the crab rangoon. It's really good.